Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is David Hodge, active NGO warrior, representing Master Suleiman, the messenger of the covenant, the breaker of the seven seals. This is wartime. Today my topic is Philadelphia of the seven churches. Before I start, I'd like to remind my people about the Holocaust. The Holocaust. This is the black man and woman of America's true experience, but they whitewash it and call it slavery, which slavery is not a good definition or expression of our true experience. Because slavery does not entail the full detail of our physical treatment. It does not cover the majority of our experience, which is what's right here in front of you, brothers and sisters. The Holocaust. It leaves out our horror, the affliction, the terror, the torture, the misery, the murder, the rape. You see? So when they call your experience slavery, they're insulting you. They're downplaying, whitewashing, watering down your experience when they call it slavery. They're trying to convince you that it was less than what really happened. They're trying to convince you that what happened was nothing compared. It was nothing compared to what they went through, their Holocaust. They're trying to tell you that your experience was just slavery. They're not trying to tell you this other part that you went through, the other part that you endured, that they tormented and tortured your ancestors, raped and murdered them. They're not telling you that part. That's the part that they're hiding. That's how they're minimizing your experience. That's how they're insulting you. That's how they're disrespecting you. By telling you that your experience was 100% slavery, which was not true, brothers and sisters. It was not true. You were not just in a corporation or a system who practiced owning slaves, which you were. You were not just restricted of freedom and had to endure exhausting labor. You see, you wasn't just legally owned, enslaved, held, or owned as human chattel or property in bondage, legally owned by Caucasian people, you see, under their authority, forced into servitude with little pay, which the form they chose. No matter how strenuous or how tired, how sick you were forbidden to quit your service. That's not your full experience. You see, that was just the 1%. Slavery is just the 1% that we went through, brothers and sisters, which was the economic side, which was maximum profit, minimum overhead, meaning they forced you into servitude, forced you to work, had you doing all this labor for minimum pay, for, you see, meaning they gave you the scraps, the bare minimum, just enough to survive, but still giving you the hand-me-downs of the hand-me-downs off slaves. Stuff that they didn't want, turning you into human garbage disposals, feeding you shit as form of payment for building their paradise, for picking cotton, for making them wealthy. You see? So, nowhere in slavery do you hear about your affliction, your physical treatment, what they're being punished for, what everything is, the reason why they're under judgment today. You don't hear anything about the reason why they're suffering today in the reality of their reality is coming to an end, is crumbling and crushing right in front of their faces. You see? So their time is up because of what they did to us during the Holocaust, brothers and sisters. The part they leave out. The 99% they don't tell you about, brothers and sisters. Which is our true experience. You see? Which was genocide, oppression, deception, torment, torture, abuse, being beaten, whipped, stripped of all knowledge, exploited, experimented on, sodomized, castrated, disemboweled, dismembered, dismantled, amputated, decapitated, hung, starved, cut open, peeled alive, gutted, cooked alive, boiled, fried, roasted, grilled, burnt alive, made unrecognizable, fed our children in gators, used our children as sex toys, as ottomans, chairs, human fans, whatever they wanted. See, used our skin and hair to make puppets and material objects, fed us like pigs, fed us in pig troughs, no utensils, no spoons, no forks, bare hands. Threw our children in on top of the pig trough. And they were scuffing up shit and eating shit too. They fed us pig shit. You see? And if you refuse to eat it, they cock your teeth out your mouth and force a funnel in your mouth and make you gargle the shit down because they needed you to work, and in order to work you needed to eat because you needed energy so you can produce. So that was your form of payment. That was your delicacy for the day. Shit. So they treat us like animals, worse than animals, turning us into animals, turning us into niggas, programming us. You see? Turning us into these things we are today. Lost. You see, programmed, brainwashed, indoctrinated, institutionalized. You see? Putting us in physical cages, putting us in zoo-like settings, putting us in shacks and sheds, separating the men and women from each other, separating us from our families, separating us from reproducing, trying to take us out of existence. You see? They had dibs on our women. They impregnated our women with their children. They were trying to rape us out of existence by sparing our women and killing off us. Killing off the men, stopping the men from reproducing with the black woman. But thanks to her, she went behind his back. She risked her life, her children's life to make sure we were still here. So she's your true savior. If it was up to Massa, we'd be plagued with all his children, which is demons, half devil, half men. Half devil, half man. Tar babies, Oreos. Black on the outside, white in the inside. Massa's mind. Had the heart of Massa. Wolves in sheep clothing, pretend to be us, camouflaged, destroying us, misleading us. You see, making us misuse our energy to destroy ourselves. Have us pushing a vision that's against ourselves, listening to the pastors and preachers and the reverends. See, these are demons. These people, these entities, these individuals that we listen to. They don't have your best interest. They're Master's children. They're the same ones pushing Christianity, which is your enemy. Same ones who enslaved and inflicted terror on us were Christians. They gave us Christianity, you see, to terrorize us. It wasn't intended for your salvation. It was intended to psychologically terrorize you. It was a terrorizing weapon directed at your mental to terrorize us into fear, into submission, complete, absolute fear and submission, with the threat of endless, everlasting torment, suffering in a never-ending hell that doesn't exist if we disobey Massa in any way, any shape or form. You see? This is what they were doing to us, terrorizing us, day in, day out, disconnecting us from reality. See? Keeping us under their thumb, under their control, keeping us under their level of thinking, subjecting us to 6 to 8 vocabulary words so we can't think. So, see, that's what they've done to us, part of our programming, to make us into Negro bots, programmed Negro bots, who don't think for themselves, who don't ask questions. You see, who's under the level of thinking of Massa. You see, under lower, you're functioning on lower. You're functioning on the lower end of education, meaning that your level of thinking is below the people who oppress you, so they can keep you oppressed. You see, keeping you to believe that you'll receive a reward in heaven, giving you a fake fiction, giving you fairy tale make-believe, keeping you in belief matrices, telling you beliefs and opinions, and keeping you away from facts, keeping you away from knowing about your experience, the Holocaust, sweeping it under the rug, trying to escape consequence for what they did to us, trying to get around judgment, trying to destroy you. Their agenda is to wipe you out. And they're using all these tactics to do it, brothers and sisters. So a lot of our brothers and sisters are unaware of this because they're not making it public. And if they are, they're calling it critical race theory. They're calling our experience a theory. They're telling you that it's a theory. Hey, what happened to you is a theory. Might have happened, could have happened. We don't know exactly how it happened. Hey, it might not have happened. You see, playing and toying with your experience, further insulting you, disrespecting you. See, beating and smacking you up. That's what they're saying. When they call your experience a theory, they're saying that what happened to you didn't happen really. We don't know. You see, they playing with it. They trying to make you, keep you within the programming, keep you from being awake, keep you from waking up, from being consciously aware of what they did to you. You see? Giving you an idea, playing around with your experience, saying, hey, we gave you a chance, an opportunity of life. We don't really know how it went down, but hey, ain't you glad that you're free? You got freedom, right? But they so-called freed you. Didn't they take you from somewhere? So that means you don't belong here. So that means they never freed you. You see? You're not free, brothers and sisters. These people are playing with you. They're toying with you. And they're calling your experience a theory. So why are they going through all these things? Why is their reality being crushed? Why they have their foot in all these wars? Why are they at odds with everybody? Why are their systems failing? Why were they affected by COVID? If these things were a theory, then why are they being affected so much? So shouldn't all these things they've been affected by be theories? You see? But these are actual things that's taking place because they're paying for what they've done. They're under evaluation. You see? And everything that they do is going to backfire. So, I mean, every war that they're in, they're going to lose. You see? And their reality is going to continue to be crushed until they're crushed out of existence because they're going to pay. That's what it said. What was done to us will be done to them. It said they'll get a double scoop of chastisement. It said that they will suffer everything we suffered, but in 1 year. That's why this is a time of unprecedented trouble, a time like no other, never will there be, because they're going through the Holocaust for nearly 500 years of what they put us through. They're going through it double. It's going to be squeezed into 1 year, something you can't even fathom, because what was done to us is unthought of, unimaginable. They completely dehumanized us past imaginable. You can't even think of it. So imagine our experience that we endured for nearly 500 years, which persecution is worse than slaughter. We were better off being killed, murdered instantly, but they drug it on. See, but they're going to experience all that in 1 year, squeezed into 1 year. Can you imagine that? You can't. You can barely even imagine this right here, brothers and sisters. So they're trying their best to escape from judgment. They're trying their best to escape from consequence. They want to get rid of us. They want to get rid of the evidence. Doesn't matter what you do. You can't get rid of consequence. It comes in another form. You can get rid of us, but you're guilty as charged. We have you on video. We have you. We have the record book. You're still guilty. You see? So they don't want you to know about this, brothers and sisters. They want to keep you asleep. They want to wipe you out. It's easier to wipe somebody out that's asleep versus a person who's aware, conscious, and fight back. You see? And then you find out that things are about to go your way and you about to have the upper hand. They can't defeat you, so they don't want to play around. So anyway, brothers and sisters, we're going to get started. Today's topic is Philadelphia, the 7 churches, which Philadelphia is America. If you can remember, last time we spoke about these 7 churches, they all represented the 7 European nations. So we're going to be talking about Philadelphia today, which is America. And as you remember, it was 4 European nations or Caucasian nations who had nations within those nations. So Philadelphia, which is America, is holding captive, enslaving, and inflicting horror on the original nation. So we're gonna dive into that church, and we're gonna cover what it's saying to the original nation inside America. Okay, so this is in chapter 3 of the Injil, which is Revelations, brothers and sisters. And just a quick reminder, so this is Philadelphia, which is America, and inside America you have us, the original nation. We're being held and enslaved, and we're still under the authority of America. And I'd like to remind you that the Injil key, which you see here inside of the American flag, you have the top part, which is the golden part of each nation, which is the Islamic part, which is the original part of that nation. And that's where Suleiman would be, the son of man. That's where he resides. So he's always speaking to the ones at the top. And then you have Master Farad Muhammad, the Lord, the Almighty God. He speaks to them on his level. And then underneath that, you have Obama, which is the butt. So he's speaking to the Levites, which they're original as well. But they're not the golden part. They're Levites. And then you have the Christian demons. So that's who Obama is speaking to. So I just wanted to clarify that before we start. So you have the top, which is the ear. Then you have below where Master Farad Muhammad is, which is the work, the hands. Then below that you have the butt, where you see Obama at the bottom. Okay, so the first one at the top is Master Suleiman. He's identified as the conquering because he has conquered the Injil. He has conquered he's the only one who has broken the seals. He's the only one that can give you the unsealed scriptures, which you need to return home. In order to get your right mind back, brothers and sisters, you need the Injil. So we're going to start. So this is what Master Suleiman is saying to the elect. Because you see at the bottom it says he's talking to them. And he's saying, after he say all these things, which we're going to cover, he's saying the one having ear. Remember the ear's at the top. The one having ear, let him hear what the Spirit is Suleiman, is saying to the ecclesia. Okay? So it's identifying two parties, that the ones with the ears, which is at the top, the elect, the 144,000, you see, which is Suleiman's elect. So he's talking to them. So it says, the one conquering, which is Suleiman, I shall make him pillar in the divine habitation of the God of me, and outside, not he should go out yet, and I shall write upon him the name of the God of me, in the name of the city of the God of me, in the name of the upon him the name of the God of me, in the name of the city of the God of me, of the new Jerusalem, the one stepping down out of the heaven from the God of me, in the name of me, the new. Okay. So for the most part, brothers and sisters, this is Suleiman talking to the elect, which is the original nation, which is the tribe of Shabazz, which is the true seed of Abraham. He's talking to them, letting them know that guaranteeing them that they will be, that he will rise them up, that he will give them back their right mind, letting them know that they will be delivered. Because if he's telling them about the New Jerusalem is the new resurrected body. It's the new Nation of Islam. It's the new resurrected body. You understand? It's the new reality that we're headed to. So he's ensuring them that they're included, that they're not forgotten about. You see? That he's gonna make sure that that they're getting out of here. You see? Telling them that they're going home, ensuring that the covenant will be fulfilled. So he's letting them know that he's gonna raise them up. He's gonna raise Lazarus from the dead, you see, and prepare his people to go home. Okay, you have next. We have Master Farad Muhammad, Almighty God of our time. He represents the works. And he's speaking to the demons, telling the demons about themselves. And he referenced the Levite as well. We'll get to it. But he's talking to the red demon and the white demon. And the white demon represents Louis Farrakhan. Okay, so let's get there. I have known of you the works, which is referencing Master Farad Muhammad. Look, I have given in the sight of you door having been opened up, which no one is able to open, no one is able to shut up it. The little you are having power, and you observed of me the word, and not you denied the name of me. Look, I am giving out of the synagogue of Satan, of the ones saying themselves Jews to be, and not they are, but they are lying. Look, I shall make them in order that they will come and they will do obeisance in sight of the feet of you. And they should know that I loved you because you observed the word of the endurance of me, and and I shall observe out of the hour of the temptation, the one being about to be coming upon the beginning inhabited earth whole, to tempt the ones inhabiting upon the earth. I am coming quickly, behold fast, which things you are having, in order that one might take the crown of you. Okay, brothers and sisters, let's unpack this. Okay, so you have Master Prophet Muhammad speaking. So he's telling them, he's talking to the Levites, telling them that they did not deny his name. So he was not going to forget about them. He's going to keep them. He's going to keep them near and dear and close. So he's going to guaranteed to come back for them, because they have to go through tribulations because of what we're about to explain. It says, I am giving out of the synagogue of Satan, of the ones saying themselves Jews to be, and not they are not, and that and not they are, but they are lying. So remember we spoke about Farrakhan, Louis Farrakhan. He's the white demon. So if you don't know, Louis Farrakhan is a son of a devil by the name of Percival Clark. His father's a Portuguese Jew. So he is the one that is Satan, you see, who is calling himself a Jew, but he's not, meaning he's a liar. You see, he's the one that's lying. He's claiming to be something he's not. He's claiming to be the Black Messiah, but he's a Caucasian man in black skin. He's the one that's lying. He's the one that's destroyed the nation of Islam. He's the son of perdition, the son of hell. You see? Satan. He's little Satan. So that's identifying him as being a fake, as being a hypocrite, a liar, something that he's not. See? He's claiming to be the Black Messiah. He's claiming to be God. He's claiming to be all these things he's not. He's claiming to be the Son of Man, but he's not. He's not any of these things. He's a liar. He's a hypocrite. He's Aaron. You see? He's Peter. He's everything that he doesn't want to be. So he's lying. That's identifying him as a liar. And it says, look, I shall make them in order that they will come and they will do obeisance in the sight of the feet of you. So basically, we can get to that in a minute, because I got a video of that. And it says, and they shall know that I loved you. So this is showing the love that Master Muhammad has for the Levites. He's this is what he put together, the NOI, left it to his messenger, and he's ensuring his love for them, that he will not forget them, and he wants to secure their safety out of the tribulations. So it says, because you observe the word of the endurance of me, and I shall observe of the hour of the temptation, the one being about to be coming upon the beginning inhabited earth whole. So it says, out of the hour of temptation, the one. So this is speaking about Louis Farrakhan again, the temptation. This is where he's trying to manipulate and swindle the Nation of Islam. This is when he's trying to connive them in the time of the hour, brothers and sisters. Yeah, right. Excuse me, brothers and sisters. We was at Farrakhan when he was tempting the Nation of Islam. He's the one that speaks about in the hour of temptation, the one that's tempting the Nation of Islam. This is when the Honorable Elijah Muhammad departed. And this is when he was tempting the Nation of Islam. And it says, Master Prophet Muhammad is telling them, do not basically let them steal the crown. Let them take your crown. Talking about the demons. Don't let them take their crown. You see? Basically telling them not to be deceived. You see? So, and also right here, saying in the sight, this is what I said I'd get back to. It says, I shall make them in order that they will come and they will do obeisance, meaning to respect, worship you in the sight of the feet of you. So the feet of you is the demons and the Levites, the chaff and the wheat. In the sight of the feet of you. So this is being done in the sight of the demons and the saints. It's in your language, brothers and sisters. Then you have this one where it talked about the crowns. It said, I am coming quickly, be holding fast which things you are having in order that no one might take the crown of you. This is during the time of the temptation when Farrakhan's ready to deceive them, ready to, you see, take the crown from them, take the position, you see, take them out of position. This is when they fail the test. It says because the crown is the elect, so they're still in the crown. See, they were, meaning that they deceived the Nation of Islam. They stole the crown, meaning they were trying to replace the original nation. You see, which is another way of them trying to replace us. You see, because they take the crown, you take some, that means you're replacing it. Replacing means you're trying to get rid of. So these demons trying to replace the original nation, and we were supposed to, the Levites were supposed to not be deceived. We're not supposed to fall for the gimmick of the son of perdition, Legion, Lucian Grounds. So they got their crowns taken because they were deceived by the chief demon, Legion. Okay, brothers, since you have the last one, which is Obama, which is the butt, which is at the bottom. And this is him speaking to the bottom. And it says, and to the angel of the in Philadelphia of the ecclesias, write the but things is saying the Holy One, the truthful one, the one having the key of David, the one opening up and no one will shut up, and shutting up and no one is opening. Okay, so this is identifying Obama as claiming that he is the truthful one, which is Master Fard Muhammad, claiming that he has the key to David, which he doesn't, which David is Master Fard Muhammad. He's claiming he has the key to something that he's not. He's claiming he has, you see, he's claiming that he has these things that he don't have. He don't have the key. You see, he doesn't have He's claiming to be in a position to do certain things that he's not going to be able to do. This is him lying, saying that he has these positions, claiming that he has these possessions. This is him lying. Everywhere in the 7 churches, he's the bottom part of each church. And it says that it was the 7 blasphemies, meaning that you were lying. So Obama's lying about everything that he does here at the bottom. He's just lying to the Levites. You see, claiming that he has these things. You see, because he's working with Louis Farrakhan. So he's conned Louis Farrakhan, or he's conned the Nation of Islam into believing that he's the Messiah. You see, that he has these things. You see, he's claiming to be Master Prophet Muhammad. He's claiming to be the God. He wants to be the God. You see, and he also has the demons. You see, that's where he is. Talk to the demons. He's making the demons believe that they can take over America, that they can take on Massa, that they take Massa out, and they can take over America. They can inherit America. So that's another thing. He's just lying. He's a liar. You see, so that's Obama, the butt. He's a liar. So there you have it, brothers and sisters. That is Philadelphia of the 7 churches, which is America. You have the original nation inside of there, and that's what was being said to them. So if you have any questions, brothers and sisters, feel free to reach out. Get used to seeing the NGO key, because it's your mind. And know that we're just days away, brothers and sisters, from reality changing forever. We're just that close. We're almost to the point where everyone's going to see the truth. It's going to be undeniable. It's undeniable now. People are still playing as if they can't see what's taking place, brothers and sisters. But the truth is going to be so obvious that a blind man can see, that a dead man is going to that a dead man can even see. With that said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.